Welcome to Try Coding It. On this channel we experiment with code and sometimes try some crazy things. Before we jump into the code, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like the video. Today we will be looking at a Visual Studio Code extension bug. So to get started, let's go to GitHub. We're going to create a new repository and we need a name for this project. So let's go to our name generator. Today we're going to choose dragons, I think. Okay, let's just go with this first one, Project RX. We have project, and our project is RX, and we're going to need several repos for this project. So I'll just call this project 1, this first one. And we'll go ahead and add a readme, a get ignore with node, and we'll choose a license here. Okay, so we have project RX, project 1, and we need to clone this. So jump over here to VSCode, git clone project RX, and then we'll cd into project RX, project 1, and open code up for that project. Notice we've got some icons here, but the extension we want to look at today is VS icons. Here it is, VSCode icons, right here. So we're going to go ahead and install this, and right now this is version 11.4, and we'll go ahead and set our VSCode to use those icons. I can see them here. Now we want to add a folder. I'm just going to add just folder 1 just for testing. And let's say that we want to change the look of this folder icon. Well, VSCode icons gives us some options, and I've added those to some gists. So let's go to my gists and let's look here at these VSCode icons settings. So I'm going to go ahead and copy these, and this gist will be linked in the description. And then we'll come over here, we'll create a new folder called VSCode and a new file in that called settings. And we will paste that in. And notice I've got this commented out now. This custom icon folder path. This is a custom folder path that you're supposed to be able to use to tell the extension where your custom icons are. Okay, so let's say we want to use the git icon for folder 1. Well, let's wrap this first in our settings object. Whoop. Okay, there we go. And you can see now over here that our folder's changed to the git icon based on the name here. And we could change that to other icons as well, source, JS, things like that. So it's pretty cool. But let's say that we want to actually add a custom icon. That's where things get a little bit trickier. So for our case, we're going to call our custom icon subtree. And to see that, we'll go to our pictures. I have these custom icons that I want to use for subtrees. Okay, So we'll call our icon subtree, and we want that to apply to folder 1. But you'll notice that it's not appearing. And even if I uncomment this custom icon folder path and try it, it won't use the custom folder icon path. And the reason is because there's a bug currently in the code. And we can see that here in GitHub in the VSCode icons project. Their custom icon folder not working in latest VSCode, and this is open as of the filming of this video. So once this gets fixed, you shouldn't have to go through the process we're going through, but let's go ahead and see what's going on. Now, one cool thing you can do in code is you can toggle developer tools. Now, it has a shortcut over here, but it only works with when you're in development. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to our preferences and keyboard shortcuts. Okay, here we go. By adding our custom key bindings here. So our key is going to be Control plus Shift plus I, and the command is workbench.action.toggle dev tools, and save that. And now when I hit Control Shift I, it opens up the dev tools, which is great. And you can assign this to whatever key bindings you would like to assign it to. Okay, so now that we've got that, let's see what's going on here, because we're noticing that the icon is not showing up correctly. So open up our dev tools, and we've got some errors here. We can go to our console and see that the source isn't found, and it's looking under my user.vscode extensions, VSCode icons, team.vscode icons / icons, folder type subtree.svg. Even if we add in this custom path and we refresh VSCode, we can see that it's still just trying to go to that extensions folder. So unfortunately right now that's broken. Showed you that earlier. So I'm just going to comment this out for now. In the future I should be able to set that, but let's go ahead and go to this folder. So we're going to go to .vscode extensions, VSCode icons, and we've got our icons here. Let's open a new window, and I've got the icons that I'd like to use. Now for VSCode icons extension, the naming is specific, and you have to name it folder _ type _ subtree. So got the naming down, we'll throw those in, and that whatever name comes after the folder type, that's the name of the icon that we're going to use. Okay, now we've got subtree folder 1, and let's just go to our folder type subtree. Okay, so we can see that that failed. Let's go ahead and refresh And now with the file in the correct location, you can see that it successfully got it. Now because we modified an extension, we're going to get this message saying that the extension integrity has been compromised. That's part of our experimenting. Of course, this is not a long-term solution. Anytime you update the extension or it's updated, then these folders will break because it's in the version folder, in this case 11.4. So just be aware of that, but for now we will ignore that, and we can see that our folder 1 has successfully changed icons, and both the open and close are working. Thanks for joining me on Try Coding It. That's all I have for you today. Please give this video a thumbs up and leave any questions or thoughts down in the comments below. Thanks.